profile picture not change? Oh, the stream picture. Yeah, I'm changing it right now, so it's not gonna matter. Boot. Oh, I can only make it PNGs. Whatever.
Hello.
What's up?
What you doing?
Just doing a one life.
Fun?
Yeah, I'm back here. So, here's the stream. Couple things. I have 3. Alright, I have 3 mods. One that tells me parts so I can see relics and shields. We have one that allows me to save quit and then save quit with, read only. Pretty simple. I just disabled loot marker and, the run counter. Run counter doesn't even work, so it doesn't matter. Loot marker, I mean, it's a genuine advantage. I'm listening to my own stream. That's cringe. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna have to check for the last one because I forgot what it was, but it was probably on. Oh, dialogue skipper. Yeah, nothing. Really does nothing. You can see from this, none of these do anything. And then for the last one, it's got the keybinds, dialogue skip, save quit without saving, save quit with. I won't be using the location restore unless it's a safe farm because it just makes it faster. And yeah. It's similar to like those people who have automatic save quit stuff. Or not automatic save quit, I mean automatic read only enabled. That's the main reason I did it, was so I didn't have to go to my files to enable read only, because I hate that. Actually that's a fucking perfect mecha mech besides Malware Grip. Nice. I thought it was a good grip for a second. Yeah, as I said in the stream thing, I got a Maya to OP levels and died. So I would be doing Maya actually if my friend Confused was like, Zero is the worst character in the game, and I was like, you know what, in general, no. Because, well, my personal tier list for characters goes Salvador, Maya, Gage, Axton, Zero, and Krieg. I think Zero for OP levels is good, but inconsistent, because you have, like, all the damage, none of the survivability. But for the way I'll be playing this one life, I'll be playing very slow and safe, so that won't matter. Because you don't need survivability if you don't take damage. Fun fact. And that's where you see dialogue skip come into place, because it means I don't need psycho log. Go fast. I'm looking to complete normal mode today. And yeah, okay. That's enough explanation. I'm no longer a Persona challenge runner. Just kidding. I've been investing a lot of time into this because I like challenge runs. And I've been liking this more than Persona challenge runs. Yeah, one lifing is cool. And I'm getting a lot better at it. I've done like 3 one lives. Got one to TVHM, got Salvador to UVHM, and then I got my Maya to OP levels, so yeah, now we do Zero. I'm probably gonna stick to Zero now that I've started him. Just clearing out notifications. And yeah, we're probably gonna be sticking to this. And I do have chat open. So, yeah, whatever. I could start streaming on Twitch. I can't actually. No, I don't care.
Let me get this door open and we'll hunt ourselves a bullymong. Over, seeing eye minion. Let me know if I'm gonna run into anything.
Stick close to the robot.
Oh yeah, I just realized, what am I gonna spec for? Maybe fast hands ambush, or just go headshot killer. Killer's really good. I'm thinking killer, fast hands.
Fire bullymong! Sick of minion! Protect me, squire!
Jack, and the only place you'll be truly safe. Get to Sanctuary.
Now get me out of here before more Bullymons arrive.
Hey kiddo, Jack here, president of Hyperion. Let me explain how things work here. The Vault Hunters show up, Vault Hunter looks for the new vault, Vault Hunter gets killed. By me. Seeing the problem here? You're still alive. So if you could just do me a favor and off yourself...
And open! Oh, my eyes just switched back on! I see a tough-looking minion and an incredibly handsome robot, which means that whoever has my eye is very close.
Check. There we go. It is working. Hello, welcome to stream. No, this is not normal. I hope you are not one of my Persona viewers. Well, I mean, unless you also like Borderlands, that's cool. Before I streamed this on Twitch, and I normally do not stream on Twitch, but because I didn't really want to mess up with my YouTube stuff, but you know, I don't know. This is my thing now. I've been having a lot of fun with this, spending a lot of my free time on it, and I'm getting close to an actual win, so I want to stream it. Also, I had to come back for this because I forgot it. Revolver, Mellow and Grip to do a barrel. Shut up. 3.
Intruders detected. Locking door. Well, it was nice.
Let me get that for you. Executing. Perks of being an artificial intelligence. I'm networked into it's a long.
Let me know when you're ready to go meet with Sir Hammerlock, minion. This way! Keep your wits about.
Attention, people of Pandora. Handsome Jack here, offering $1 million to whoever brings me the head of the Vault Hunter who just arrived in Liarsburg. Oh, and I'm still offering a reward for Roland, the mass murdering leader of the Crimson Rangers. Good hunting, bandits.
Dude, the fire rate of this thing is so slow, it almost feels like I'm lagging.
$1 million bucks! Alright, boys, this is Captain Flint.
I'll click the trigger after like fully cocking it back and it won't shoot again. I mean, at least there's no damage reducing parts.
Spectacular! First Captain Flint's bandit
So it does do
attack
pretty good damage.
shows up. I must have been horrifyingly cruel to puppies in a previous life to deserve this kind of treatment. I say, Vault Hunter, could you kill Flint's men for me?
Oh no! Bullymons!
Got a proposition for you, Vault Hunter. You give up, we'll just shoot you in the head. Hey!
Oops. Okay. I actually want to see advanced audio properties. Okay, never mind. I have the game mutes. That's because I am tabbed out. That's a fun fact. It's not play audio when you're tabbed out, but the game still goes on. That's a lot of chuck damage.
Minion! Now I've got my eyes.
I'm stand now that lies.
Minion!
I see our fearless leader Jack is looking for you. Charming fella.
Does Bandit and Tedior match every manufacturer? Obviously they do for pistols. They do for shotguns. They do for AR. No, AR. Fuck. But Bandit has AR, but Tedior doesn't. If Bandit has AR, Tedior doesn't. They aren't matching somewhere. Yeah, for launchers, shotguns, SMGs, AR, an IR, pistol.
Disrespecting the memories of the former towns.
Is Tedior missing a manufacturer? There's Tedior launcher, SMG, shotgun, pistols, but there's no AR and sniper.
If you could clear the town
So yeah, they are. I thought every manufacturer had
Active mission. You can change your active mission by using the mission log in your Echo device.
because like I know most manufacturers have what's it? They have 5 besides. I forgot. There's one manufacturer that had all 6. Maybe it was Bandit. I think Bandit has all 6. No, there aren't Bandit snipers. Oh yeah, I've already gone down in normal mode.
This would be an even greater achievement.
I wasn't paying attention, Lucky.
To celebrate your victory, but still, well done.
Didn't happen. Shh. I'm not horrible at one lives, I promise. Oh, it's setting a shield. Dumb as hell.
This town used to have a spectacular amount of hustle and bustle. Led the sanctuary to escape death.
Most efficacious. Bullymongs will think twice about raiding peaceful cities in the future. Hopefully.
Please make Captain Flint's death as prolonged as possible, would you? Hello. Do you see?
Flint and I had a gentleman
Matching grip.
agreement in the past. I
Bought
can
up barrel. No accessory rate. Box. Wait, hold on. That's. Oh my god, wait. That is perfect.
watch me for hours at a time. And he does it anyway.
Like for this specific barrel, this is a perfect roll.
Steal my ship back
That's nuts.
sanctuary.
And get rid of all these things.
Here's what's gonna happen, Vault Hunter. My first mate, Boom Boom, is gonna kill ya.
Oh, besides non-perfect stock, but like,
And I'm
who
gonna
cares,
play
man?
hopscotch in
Non-perfect
your
stock hardly
chest
even
time.
matters.
Now be careful taking down Boom Boom. He's one of
It's
the
like you get like the best bowl of food you've ever had in your life, and then you don't like the spoon. Like they give you a spork or something, and you're like, ah, this mac and cheese sucks because I had to eat it with a spork. It's like, hell no, bruh. That shit's fucking gourmet, Gordon Ramsay, 10-star. Who cares if it's fucking... Yeah, eat it with a spork, bro. I'd eat it with my hands. Now, like... There's other examples with the stock can matter. Like, I don't know, with, like, Orphan Maker. You don't get if you get, like, a negative stock, like Jacobs, or, like, with snipers, they're just kind of like, well... Now I've got to eat this perfect bowl of mac and cheese, except it's been spilled on the ground. No, the ground's been clean, but it's on the ground. I don't know why I'm the analogy guru today. I guess it's just how I'm feeling.
What have you done? These are human beings.
The wise, mystical analogy giver.
I'm racking my brain trying to think of a name for that diamond pony I bought. I was gonna call it Piss for Brains in honor of you, but that just feels immature. Hey, maybe Butt Stallion? Nah, that's even worse. I'll tell you what, I'll give it some more thought.
The meat puppy! They come to the slaughter! Like children to an ice cream truck! This is the beginning of the end of my empty stomach! This is Gallagher, the king of movies!
Is that job I sent you on going okay? And open!
I should probably clarify. The diamond horse I've been telling you about, it's not a sculpture or anything. It's a living horse that actually happens to be made of... Actually, I'll go get it. Butt Stallion! There you go! Butt Stallion! Say hello! Yeah. Butt Stallion says hello.
It's boom boom. Light the fuses, bitches. I'm ready to blow.
He sure said move a lot. Looks like the grenade mod. Be sure to equip it.
Flavor me fancy, but you'll be fine fancy.
Ragged fragged lock gate.
Ooh, idea. Minion.
Get on that cannon. Just blast.
I mean, it's just hard to compare to, like, the really good AR I got. think I disabled location restore, yeah. Oops.
A trillion thanks, Vault Hunter. You've helped a foolish old man look far more badass than he. A trillion thanks, Vault Hunter. You've helped. A trillion thanks, Vault Hunter. You've helped a.
Accuracy.
A trillion thanks, Vault Hunter. A trillion thanks, Vault Hunter. A trillion thanks, Vault Hunter. You've helped a foolish old man. A trillion thanks, Vault Hunter. A trillion thanks, Vault Hunter. If you're. A trillion thanks, Vault Hunter. You've helped.
Oh, let me
A
turn this quest.
trillion thanks, Vault Hunter. You've helped a foolish old. A trillion thanks, Vault Hunter. A trillion thanks, Vault Hunter. You've helped a foolish old. A trillion thanks, Vault Hunter. You've helped a. A trillion thanks, Vault Hunter. You've. A trillion thanks, Vault Hunter. You. A trillion thanks, Vault Hunter. You've helped a. A trillion thanks, Vault Hunter. You've helped a. A trillion thanks, Vault Hunter. You've helped a foolish old man. A trillion thanks, Vault Hunter. A trillion thanks, Vault Hunter. You've helped a full. A trillion thanks, Vault Hunter. You've helped.
Shit, what up, boy? Damn, all Borderlands.
Yep. I'm Borderland Dan.
Oh, damn. I finally got Starfield to get on my computer. No more consoling for me.
Not a console gamer.
Nah, I mean, like I play it from time to time, but I'd rather play on like a computer. But that's just me. That's just me.
A trillion thanks, Vault Hunter.
I can do it. I can do it without it.
Far
I'll take that. Yeah, my Maya died, so back at it again. I swapped to Zero because Confused called Zero the worst character in the game.
Oh yeah, so yeah, that's how I am. I'm like, okay, accept the challenge. You know, challenge accepted.
Well, I think he's the second worst, but I don't think he's the worst. And also, I think he's the second best character to One Life. So when he said that, he said I was high. So
Yeah, I like taking characters, or I like taking like topics, and when people say it can't be done, I like proving them wrong. I'm like, yeah, it can be done. You just gotta be good. That's it.
well, it's less about proving him wrong, but it's more of like the game is like 50-50 between you need a lot of healing and you need a lot of damage. Zero is the second best damage in the game and the worst healing in the game. And his argument was that, well, Krieg doesn't have the best damage nor the best healing in the game. He does still have pretty good enough of both of those that he can get away with it. And I was like, well, personally, I think Krieg has the worst damage in the game. Besides maybe Maya. But Maya's so good at everything else that she kind of makes up for that.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is like,
B
yeah, this is
shield.
definitely something where you got to be intimate with the game. Oh, let's go.
But no, like in general, if you're patient enough, which is why I think Zero is the second best character for One Life, how crazy high his damage is kind of makes up for the fact that everything else about him kind of bad. He isn't.
Right. It's like that with like other games. A lot of times when like new games come out, you can kind of see like characters, or like you could kind of see like classes that you want to play right away, and it's like usually the underrated classes, like they get better over time. It just takes patience, but that's how I found some games to be. Like
No,
some
I think
classes, you're like, damn. But then
Zero
when you really are patient enough with it, you build them
Zero
out.
just fits the stereotypical stealth build of like you don't have very good survivability, but you have extremely high damage that makes up for that,
Gotcha.
which is a very common trait for most stealth builds. Like you can see that in like I don't know the Bethesda series where most stealth builds use armor that's like weaker because it provides more stealth bonuses and stuff.
Hmm.
And so they make up with survivability for just being able to one-shot things the moment, they attack them.
Yeah, there's got to be balance. You got to give one thing for another.
I mean, that's not really how Borderlands 2 works. Otherwise, Salvador wouldn't exist because he is the best healing and damage in the game, being the two most important properties.
Well, when's the last time Borderlands 2 really got like any balance updates?
Balance, maybe like Tina DLC. And the thing is,
Give me
most of the
a
time,
year.
like fucking 2015.
Oh yeah. So like people playing it in 2023, like if there were actually new like balance updates coming out, like I don't think it would be that way.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It's just like it's because of how power scaled stuff is. Like what the best
Gotcha.
healing weapon before or in base game is the Ruby, which is like 12% life steal. Fucking Grog Nozzle has a 200% life steal.
Yeah.
Or something crazy like that. And it's just like, well, because realistically, the Grog Nozzle is probably the like glue holding Salvador together.
Yeah.
The Grog Nozzle kind of just does it all. Slag weapon, good with offhanding because it gives 3 times crit damage and the 200% life steal. Just by holding the Grog Nozzle and slagging something, you're doing 9 times bonus damage. Then you swap to the Lady Fist and do 24 times bonus damage.
Damn.
Now the build could still work with the ruby. You just like with the ruby, you can still kill things with your orphan maker, but you can't like most of the time, unless you're fighting like a big enemy, you don't even have to swap to the ladyfish. You just don't die with Salvador.
So you just is Borderlands 2 like primarily like the main game that you just continue playing?
I mean, I played other things, but my main thing is challenge runs, and I find One Lives to be the most interesting challenge runs I've done so far.
Gotcha.
And they just like there's 6 of them to do, and they take a lot longer to complete than a lot of other stuff. So it's going to be my thing for a while, essentially. I saw the legendary, I think. Oh, there it is. On this package.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I made a bunch of other YouTube videos on different challenge runs I've done for mainly for Persona, because I like doing RPG challenge runs.
Oh. All right. Where we are going? Let's get pancakes.
Of course, it does come around to the main thing I do find. The main problem I found with Persona challenge runs is a lot of the times you either set not enough restrictions that it's baby easy, or you limit it yourself to the point where you don't really have any options to do anything. One Life said the
Gotcha.
opposite, where they can still be hard without limiting yourself like extremely. The only limits is you're not allowed to use like game breaking and like known about glitches and stuff like that. Like you
Yeah.
can't intentionally exploit stuff. Like every single character has a glass tank build where they lower their health to the point that they have a class mod that heals them enough that they just instantly shoot back to full health. Because in this game, as long as you're above half health, you won't instantly die. It'll be about like 2 seconds after you take the damage that you'll actually die. So every character in the game can become immortal, essentially. Unless you take like a same frame or stuff that bypasses health gate. And obviously that a build like that would ruin the point of One Life. So
Yeah, it's funny though. Some people play the game, play games to either exploit them, or to have like just kind of just weird, like crazy, easy builds. It like takes the fun of like out of the challenge itself. But it's all like mindset stuff though. Just depends on the player.
well no, like there's an official setup. Like if you want to complete a officially recognized One Life, those are just the rules you have to follow.
Yeah, no, I'm just talking about like just games in general.
Yeah, I mean,
Like people break the games on purpose, like they just want to exploit it, and then like
I like being good enough at a game to break it, not having to exploit it physically. Like I know Tech, he came into VC and was like, or maybe it wasn't Tech, I don't know. He was trying to play Borderlands 2 for the first time. He's like, guys, this game is too hard. Does anyone know anyone who can mod on PS4? And I'm like, why is your first reaction to the game being too hard to mod it?
yeah, it's because most, I won't say most game, I would say a lot of the gamers I know, and when they do play the games, most of them want to be good like right right from the get-go. Like it just takes time. You're gonna want to like learn like just the builds, just kind of like the parameters, like just play the game.
Yeah. I was I was struggling. We were struggling, and I'm like, well, first of all, the easiest way to stop struggling is just be over leveled. Because whenever an enemy over levels you, they take much less damage. That's like the
Mhm.
entire point of OP levels in this game. Like your gear gets more powerful, but the enemies get a higher level than you, so they take much more reduced damage. So 1, be over leveled, tankiness, whatever, and 2, just a farm. There's many different enemies where you can get good guns and stuff like that. And yeah, it's like this game is like all farming.
Yeah, like I'll watch Shade play like Path of Exile, and just for example, for reference, he has multiple characters, but there's 2 characters that strike me. One, he's got this character that's super tanky, basically doesn't die, so you don't have to worry about much. Like it can self heal, it can do all this. It like this takes the fun out of the game. The other one, he went like completely glass cannon, so you have to like really like you can kill shit like real fast, but you also die real fast. And he prefers to play the one where like there's less thought, less skill, and so a lot of players that I come across will choose that kind of like build, that kind of play style where it's like it's just kind of easy, you know.
Well,
And
yeah, that was the biggest problem I had with Fallout 76, because I loved that game for so long. But there's nothing in the game that was ever like a problem. So you would come across the problem where no matter like what you encountered, number one, it couldn't kill you. Even the stealth builds were tanky. And the bloodied stealth builds, which by the way, the bloody builds in Fallout 76, and purposely decrease their health to 20% using radiation in order to do more damage. Those builds weren't able to die to anything. Even like the bloodied stealth builds. Not especially not the bloodied heavy builds, which were using full power armor and shit.
yeah, and he would just go through content and just he just walks through it because like he's got this in that specific build there's like this aura basically does all the damage for him. He can like self heal. It's like insane. I was like, that doesn't seem fun. Like it's like fun for like a few seconds because like you're almost playing like a god mode character, and it's great. But then you're like, like to me when I'm watching him, I was like, oh, that seems boring. Like it's just easy.
Yeah, so similar problem with Fallout 76. Why I stopped playing is every single build you can invest in maybe like 2 or 3 perks that make you tanky enough that you never die, and then you just go full damage.
Yep. Yeah, I was just like, man, there's like no skill in that, you know. And I've played games where like I've had builds like that. Everybody's had a build like that if you played a game, and it's fun for a little bit, you know. I mean, like if you're doing it intentionally, be like a troll because you're like PvPing. The troll factor, it's kind of funny at first, but then you're like you're just kind of like atrophying because you're actually taking away from the skill that you've learned to be a better player.
Honestly, I feel like one of like the best PvP games, low key, like not counting like vehicles and shit, which are their own discussion. GTA. The game's
GTA?
fucking solid.
Zero
It's got
out
some
here.
solid PvP.
I haven't played any GTA. I think the only games where I truly invested into like good PvP was Lord of the Rings Online. So
Well,
it's
not
just gotten
counting
old.
not counting the vehicles, which I mean, even in the vehicles, there's some major flaws that a really, really good player can take advantage of. Almost every weapon in GTA one-shot headshots.
Oh,
So let's say someone's running around with a jet. If you were good enough, you could literally snipe them out of it.
yeah.
So
I
like,
definitely like PvP battles where it's like there's like back and forth. I'm glad there's no one-shotting in like Lord of the Rings because then
well,
it's
the
just
thing
like
is, like, that's an entirely like being able to headshot someone in a moving jet, especially if there's basically, I think the idea is like there's vehicles, but those vehicles can just get hard countered by someone who's just amazing at the game,
mhm.
which I think is cool.
Homie, I
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
believe
absolutely.
Zero. Trying to prove the point.
Huh?
You're really out here playing Zero.
I'm one lifing.
Yeah, he's proven a point to you.
Yeah, he's gonna prove my point that Zero's complete garbage.
Nope.
Oh, let's go!
Just because you're bad doesn't make the character bad.
Nope, the
Oh
character's bad.
man, I just realized that lady never called back.
I don't know how I hit that shot. I very much missed it.
So yeah, Zodiac left.
Yeah.
Oh, did he? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He made his own server.
Yep. Did Tech tell you about it?
No, I figured it out.
Oh, you did.
Well, I mean, like I figured out like he's just not coming back in here, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Why
like you
did
heard
you-
the whole thing.
I heard his side mainly.
Yeah, so like he was really like okay. It really kind of started off yesterday when one of the mods ended up moving one of the I guess like emojis from like outer servers, right?
Yeah.
And his response was like fix it, like to me, like fix it now. I'm like like I just that just sounded so inappropriate to me. I'm like, fix it now. Like you're demanding. Like I don't like work for you. You know what I mean? I was like, I can do this.
Yeah.
Look into it later on. So everything about that whole situation and like how he responds, it's always like he needs to have it like done right now, right away. And there's no like asking like nicely about it. There's no like being just a decent human, you know, about how you present yourself. Like going out into the world, you're not going to be able to talk to people like that as
Yeah,
you get
and-
older.
Also, it's a what he said thing. It's this like both stories are the exact same, just different phrasing. Basically, all I heard was that like you said like there was a lot of changes to the server, such as like a DM delay or like not a DM delay, like a message delay, like you had a timeout for messages. Outside emotes were like just vaulted, and what I was told is that like he asked you and you said, yeah, I'll do it at 8 o'clock when I get home. And he got very mad about that.
Yeah, I'm like, what? You just want me to drop what I'm doing in real life to accommodate you?
Yeah.
Like, there's no real world like that, you know. Like, if I was like his parent, you know, like I could see parents doing that for their kids, but
Mhm.
yeah, I'm just another dude on the internet.
Who has a life.
Yeah, I have a working life. I have things I can't just drop what I'm doing to like fix something that one of the mods may have they're just probably like playing with the permission, whatever the case is. I didn't have the time to do it, but I ended up fixing it. Yeah, somebody was playing with like I guess it's called like a slow mode. So you can basically
Yeah.
just
I don't even know
Yeah.
why. Like half these mods that are fucking with the server don't even use it.
yeah, so I don't know if they're using it to like test out on other ones, you know. So this might be like a test server when they're like trying to figure out before they put it on whatever server that they're playing on primarily.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
I mean, like,
but yeah, that was like the real rub was just like him demanding that I just drop everything to take care of it right now. I was just like, dude, I don't get paid to do this, man. Like,
Yeah, it's like also, no offense to him, he doesn't leave his room, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, I don't think he does either, you know. And you know, I don't know how old you guys are. You know, I do know how old he is, and you know, it's just kind of a thing that like when you get older, like you just realize certain things. You know, it's just like
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
of course
like-
I could have left out like I don't want to coddle like a man child. You know, like that was. You know that wasn't like a necessary thing that I should have said, but you know it was something that I was like feeling at the time.
Yeah, well, I don't know. He definitely. I don't know. It's weird. It's like, no offense to him, but he's not working. He's not going to college. He's not in school at all, even in general. It's like he's not really
and
doing
he's
anything.
complaining about not being able to use emotes in a text channel.
Yeah, and it's like
Yeah.
you're in a
Yeah.
channel that, or you're in a Discord server that like 6 people use. It is basically a group chat.
Yeah. I mean, now like when I think about it, like after the whole thing, kind of seeing it from like his point of view, where it's like that might be his like he's more invested, right? Whereas like somebody like you or Dirty or myself, we're not as invested, so it doesn't truly bother us.
But I mean, at
So-
the end of the day, it's emotes in a freaking server. Like, you don't need to explode over it.
Yeah, it's just I guess I was trying to like convey a lesson, but you know, sometimes people don't see it like that and they get emotional and of course, you know, like he went off and did his own thing.
Yeah, and
I
maybe,
mean, at the
yeah,
end of
you
the
go
day,
too far.
nobody. I think this is just kind of like the place. Like, no matter how many people leaves, I think this server is gonna remain the server we all stay in.
Yeah, I don't know. I went back
And
to
new
the
people
Borderlands
will
server
come and leave
because
and whatnot.
yeah, I went to the Borderlands server to just see what was going on in there, and there's some people in there.
Well, I mean, there's people.
But-
There's people who play Borderlands here. There's people who play everything here. I mean, it's a general server where we just have a lot of friends. So going somewhere else just doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
Even if
and then like
some of the things about the server are dumb like that. Like, nobody really should have touched anything in this server, especially since there's only really even 2 people who use the server that are mods. Realistically, a lot of the server could just be wiped out to clean things up, but whatever.
yeah, so like my goal really is just to like keep it basic. So I deleted some rooms, and then like as things go and move forward, and then we grow, we just like we all like take a poll, like what do we want to add to it? You know, just kind of grow it like
This isn't a server
organically.
that really grows, though. This is kind of just like a bigger group chat.
Yeah, yeah. If anything, this is more like just a group chat. You know, just like hanging out. I don't really see the server. Like my goal is not to grow the server. Like I'm just here, you know. But if it happens to grow, it just grows. But I was gonna say before
And
that.
I'm chill with this just being a bigger group chat because we get more kind of viability with it not being a group chat. Because like we can hop into calls and not harass 9 other people or 8 other people.
Yeah.
We can
Well,
just
That's just what
chill.
this server is, though. It's just basically a bigger group chat at this point. And there's
Yeah,
like
I'm
100
fine with
extra
it.
people in it that don't use it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then like I told Tech, I was like, yeah, you guys are more than welcome. Like if you guys wanted to leave, you can leave. If you want to stay, you can stay. Like it doesn't really make a difference. So like, well, I don't know if he left, but I was just letting him know because I wasn't sure if like he was like ride or die for Zodi, and then like if he just wanted to not, I guess like stir the pot with him and just kind of like just go.
What
to
is
I can
show
still
support.
add him. I can still add him. So I think he's still in the server. But also I could have added V when he left for the first time. It looks like Tech is still here.
Yeah, I think he's still here because I checked the because there's like a welcome and goodbye. You can see when people like drop and come through. So
Well, also,
they
Tech
definitely
still
didn't
has
leave.
roles, so
Yeah, nobody's
Oh, yeah, he
roles
does.
are getting removed, and like I just
well,
made
the
sure
reason
that.
I noticed that Zodiac left was because their name was white, and I was like, that's not normal.
That's not normal.
Yeah. So nobody. Yeah, the door is always open, is what I just mentioned to the few people who kind of have an idea of what's going on. So
And I'm planning to just not leave the server until like, everyone stopped talking to each other because like it's just a chill place.
yeah, no, for sure, man. Like keep it going. Like the channel, this server really like the basis of it is really not gonna ever change. I mean, are there gonna be more voice channels down the road? Probably, like because not everybody wants to play Starfield, or like XYZ game. But yeah, for the most part,
I think we all just sit in one VC and play different games. It doesn't really matter.
yeah, so you can either just everybody just hang out in one room and just play your own games. But if you need like a little privacy because you're trying to focus, there's gonna be another room to jump into, But just because like not everybody's talking over each other and it's kind of hard to hear sometimes.
I mean, we don't
I
even
was
talk
thinking about
over.
it.
We can have 9 people in this VC. We'll not be talking over each other.
For real.
Yeah.
Also, like thinking about it, I don't think we've all like I guess besides that one day where we played cards, and I guess you weren't there, Gabe. But I don't think we've all played a game with each other.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I really wanted to play that too, man. I was like, oh, that was interesting because I've never played like Cards Against Humanity, and I didn't realize that was doable in this Discord channel. But yeah, I don't see why not. But
There's
Well, it's
a
just a-
website.
yeah, there's a
yeah.
website. Yeah.
There's a few of them, but the one that we were using is usually the go-to,
Default.
the default one. I don't know. There's more customization in other ones, but that one is just like the actual cards kind of thing.
Yeah, I do like custom cards though. Those are nice.
Yeah.
That one didn't have it. Like, cause a lot of the times, like, you'll feel like, oh, my hand is so shitty, I can never get anything I like. Custom cards are kind of just like the automatic win button, which
Exactly.
if used nicely, also, I mean, and the game is just about laughs, so, like, at the end of the day, it's just a funny card.
like at the end of the day, those custom cards are still gonna be as racist as the normal cards.
No, because then you get to be creatively racist, and that's funnier.
True.
I think that's the not that I'm a racist, but I do find like racism funny, and I didn't realize that.
Dude, like half of the people in this fucking use these VCs are like white or minorities, and we just all make fun of each other.
I know.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was like what the game was like. Kind of. I don't know if it was intended to be that way, but you can play cards like that, and it's just like, damn. I
No,
was
it
like,
definitely was intended to make fun of minorities as much as possible. Because my god, does cards get racist really fast.
yeah, because it's like you're not saying it like per se. You're playing a card game, and it's like saying it for you because it's like worse to say it. But yeah, in the cards, it's just like, damn, that is fucked up. But it's also
like,
really funny.
What was it? I think. I think Jackal, or no, the black card was like, "Hey, I brought blank to show and tell," and someone put blackface.
I mean, that's funny to me, you know, because like it just is. But yeah, I think the last time blackface was ever put onto like display for public was Tropical Thunder.
Probably.
No,
I remember
it is.
I saw this like one thing where it was like this random person who like lived in a different country who like obviously they wouldn't have any idea of the significance of blackface, and they like did blackface, and like someone like it was just like a bunch of black people replying that they don't really care. It's a like it's not intention was not to be racist. And then like the whole comment was probably just like fucking white chicks on this is so racist. But
Yeah,
every
well,
like
there
black
was a-
person was like, it's not. It's like first of all they don't understand the significance of blackface. Second of all, they weren't doing it to be racist. They were cosplaying as someone.
Yeah, well, what was it? There was this girl on like YouTube or something, and she was singing an XX Attachment song. And she was originally from Russia. She didn't know English like at all. She just learned kind of how to speak the words in the song. And obviously, he says the N-word in that song a couple of times, and people went off on this girl. They were either like, she's being racist, she should have known better. People were like, dude, she's Russian. She doesn't speak English. Like, she was just making the noises of the song and hoping that they were correct. Like,
Oh yeah, also that, and like people getting like fucking pressed over Koreans. You know, fucking saying "nega," which means you.
I think the latest one that I've seen, there's this Indian. So like, obviously, the world is a melting pot now with like the internet, and everybody can kind of see what's what. So
Yeah.
in India, with Indians, right? There's this one rapper. He's terrible, by the way, but he's like, listen to that rap. I'll try to link it, but he's like, he identifies as a black person, and he says it is. I don't even think he says nigga. I think it just comes up as like nigger, but he's just saying it in the song, and like social media, especially all the like the black community, are like, what the fuck? Like it's insane. You have to see that, man. It's kind of it's interesting in the point of view, but he really feels like he's a black person.
Guys, I'm fucking streaming. Don't say the N-word. I mean, it'll probably be fine, but whatever. I'm streaming. I'm streaming for. I said it. Well, you probably weren't there. I said it, but I'm gonna start streaming for my one life. It's fine. I mean, like no one's watching, and when I upload the VOD, I'll probably remove it.
Okay. All right. Well, now that I have that thought, I will make sure to just type it out. God
don't be
damn.
racist, guys. Don't be racist.
Yeah, that feels bad.
Anyways, I mean, when I upload the Jolts2 did a fastball. The fastball's a 1-3-17. What the fuck for a perfect one?
Wait, he farmed a perfect fastball?
It's not. Remember, it's not uploaded yet for regular people,
Oh.
but yeah.
Oh, it's his video of the day, whatever.
Mhm. Yeah, it's the thing.
What
the
is-
other 1-0 is probably just an excuse for him to be able to do more. of. Oh
More
fuck! I didn't
farming.
pick up the holotape. God damn it!
Well, he was doing his one lifestyle, and then that died.
And so now he's in the all or one. I don't like the all or 1-0 playthrough. It's kind of dumb.
Yeah,
A
it's a little
gun
stupid.
where if you miss, you die.
Yeah, it's a
like-
little stupid.
If I
'Cause-
like that, I don't know.
Because also, like, there were already issues in the run with the boom and boom fight with the Big Bertha. So it's like, what other issues is he gonna run into? Like, how is he gonna do
Like also like bosses that are intended to have like giant health bars in order to prevent you from killing. You just like one shot them. Like basically the entire point of it is like, oh, mobbing's gonna be hard because I have a lot of opportunities to die. But like, you fucking just one tap warrior and oh,
you one tap bunker, you one tap
warrior, you one tap all the
Warrior.
hard fights.
yeah. Like farming is not something he needs to do for this run at all until like
All he needs is shields, which you use vendor farm for.
yeah. Like he doesn't.
Fuck, he doesn't even need shields because he's just constantly downing and getting health gate.
Mhm.
All right, guys, I'm gonna be back in a little bit. Take care.
Yeah, it's definitely a not good run.
And maybe it's gonna be an interesting run to see how some things are gonna work out, but it's also like it's not really a challenge in most ways. I feel like the hardest part is mobbing, but that's not gonna be too terrible. So are you only playing Zero to prove your point about how Zero isn't trash?
Kinda.
Oh, of course.
Also, I mean, he's like the second best one life character, so it is nice practice.
Isn't he? Is he the second best one? I don't believe that.
I think Salvador's 3 just because he's risky. There's a lot of like one knife and bullet deflection, or like bullet reflection stuff. Zero and Maya are just safe because they can control the battlefield from a huge distance.
Yeah, I guess Zero can't control. I don't know. I just like when I was doing some stuff on my Zero, and I was doing a little bit more like the harder things. Were like,
And you were sucking because you suck.
no,
You're
I wasn't
doing-
sucking. One of the issues I was running into was the fact that he uses the same gun for everything basically, or he uses the same gun type. So his ammo just depletes really quickly.
For peak, if you have like max for every other ammo type, but are like low on one specific ammo type, if you open every single chest that you encounter while on low ammo without picking up ammo, you'll get a ton of that specific type of ammo, and then you can pick it up. Cut out, but I assume you kind of got the gist.
Yeah. Well, I was doing that, and I
Yeah,
was still
open
running into the
all the
issue of,
chests
oh, I'm out of ammo.
before you pick up the ammo.
I was still running into the issue even after doing that. I was like, oh, I'm still like running low
Also,
on
there's
ammo.
a couple vendors. Also, you need to get a Blood of the Ancients so you can
I have a
start
blood fusion.
with more ammo, and then you gotta swap to a bone for damage.
I don't know. I think, in a way, I just see Zero as the worst character. Maybe not the worst for like a one life. Maybe he is like really strong for one life because, like you said, he's really safe.
And if you're running out of ammo, critical ascension is extremely important because that damage helps sustain your ammo. Also, don't always use Lyuda. The Pimpernel does more damage per shot.
I was thinking Pepper as well.
This is a message to Sanctuary.
I don't know. Oh, just what I was thinking of Zero. It's like one of his issues was the ammo capacity.
I mean, yeah,
No
Zero's
other
biggest
character
issue.
has that issue.
Like, I think co-op, like, even though co-op Maya Salvador is, like, the best, co-op Zero Salvador is just so amazing, because with Hoarder, you literally have infinite sniper ammo. You could have 999 critical ascension.
Yeah. But I was saying, one of the other issues I was running into is, it's maybe not like the best shield on every character, but we can like, I feel like a big thing is, every character at some point uses a B shield. And it's a big chunk of their damage. The problem is Zero doesn't get the tankiness from the B shield because he has less shield overall. But he also
he doesn't need tankiness. He just wants damage.
But also he
Like, a
doesn't
lot of
gain
the
it
time,
because
you'll
he has no way to
see
heal the
you'll
B
want to
shield
use the
quickly.
antagonist for tankiness, but I just like the B shield because, like, especially in peak, nothing is really hitting you because a lot of them are
nothing's
animals.
really hitting you. Yeah, until you get to like wave 2 and 4, then it's guns specifically, or not 2. Yeah, 4
You
is
can still
definitely
just
guns.
hide though.
Yeah, I don't know. One of the issues
What
I was
OP
saying though is
level
that
are you?
like, huh?
What OP level are you?
I don't remember. I think I was on OP1.
An OP1? You're struggle
Yeah.
busting?
I'm not struggle busting. 0 is just garbage.
I think you're just bad.
Nope.
No,
0
I
is
mean,
bad.
if you wait and death mark every single character with kunai, slag them, and then pimpernel, that's the problem. If you don't use slag, yes, you're gonna run out of ammo. And if
I
you
was
don't use
using slag.
kunai to slag,
I
you're
was
also gonna run out of ammo.
slag.
So like every single like enemy, just like deception or fade away, kunai them, pimpernel them, it'll should one shot, and then wait for fade away to come back and do it again.
Hmm.
Because you have to be very patient with your sniper ammo, because it
You really
goes away
have to.
quick.
And I think no other character has that issue of having to be really patient, or else you're gonna run out of ammo, which I think makes 0 really bad.
I mean, Gage
'Cause,
definitely
like, yeah, it
does.
could just
Gage runs out of ammo a lot too.
yeah, but also Gage isn't restricted to one gun type.
True.
She's definitely restricted to element types when it comes to like.
She has to use shock, but she's not. The main reason she's not restricted, she's restricted to not one gun type, but she's restricted to like 5 guns. So.
Yeah. Well, at least those guns have different gun types, so even if you do run out of ammo for
Also,
one
I
of your
mean,
guns, it's like
zero
not
zero
too much
isn't
of a
really
difference.
restricted to one gun. Literally, like the only thing you like, basically, you can just run sniper 0, except you don't get critical ascension if you wanted to. Don't get critical
Yeah.
ascension. You can get velocity if your weapon works with it, but most of the time it doesn't. So like, yeah,
Yeah.
you can use other weapons.
You can, but I feel like to get the most damage output and to be like obviously the best or one of the better 0 builds out there, you have to stick to snipers as much as you can.
It's just critical ascension. You're only losing out on that, which
Yeah.
is a large chunk of his damage, but it's not like you're gonna like explode without it.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. I was just saying that issue of like, man, I'm running out of ammo. Wish I could use something else, but most of his, if not all of it, a lot of his skills affect something that helps snipers out of anything, such as accuracy or.
I mean, you can still get Lady Fist. You can still
You
get
can still get Lady Fist
you
and
can
a
still
bunch of
get
other
other
stuff.
B synergy weapons to use with him for when
Mhm.
you run out of sniper ammo.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I'm not like restricted to snipers. It just feels
If
almost
like the
like
only time you need to restrict yourself to snipers is if you run out of critical ascension,
Mhm.
or if you have a ton. Like if you have 100 stacks, like that's like what? That's 3,000% bonus damage when you're headshotting something.
Mhm.
You can't just like get rid of
You
that.
can't just let that go. Yeah.
That's like money shotting with no kill like overkill, with an extra
Oh.
600%.
I'm stupid to this.
Also, do you have a legendary sniper?
Yeah.
What you want? Just buy something. I'll toss in
I got really lucky. I didn't have to go do any insane farm for it when I was running Lyuda farms. By the way, it took me 2 days of getting Lyudas to get a shock Lyuda level 80.
It doesn't need to be level 80. Nor do you need a shock one. You just need a fire and a corrosive one, really, for robots and animals.
I was just trying to go for all of them because it's at least nice to have all of them. But I was also farming class mods for that, and I was at a point where like I either end this farm disappointed or I end this farm on like a good note. But I saw a lot of slag though.
Let's see what Dark Smoke did for OP levels.
Yeah, that's smart. I don't know why I decided not to look at Dark Smoke, who
All right. by the looks of it, he oh, build. Okay, yeah. So he uses snipers for the first half, and then he falls back to stuff. He gets a chaotic evil rogue. Heck, what is he doing? Oh, he went to normal to buy ammo.
That's smart.
Okay, random turtle shield, a stockpile relic, chaotic evil rogue, which is fire rate crit damage. He has a ruby for healing with the fastball. I assume just swap fastball, choke it. So he's got his pimper nose down. He's got a shock Lyuda, probably just because it's the general one. He's got the plasma caster. And then bombardier. I assume those are just for getting revives. One can hit sky targets, one can't. So yeah, I mean,
Makes
like, he
sense.
does have healing stuff available to him, but it's not like he's like, yeah, get rid of your critical ascension if you're gonna die and need to heal, but yeah. And then you could also get rid of the ruby for the grog nozzle if you felt like grinding that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I'm pretty sure I did see, once he actually got to like playing it out, he just used the sniper.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, Lyuda Gaming. Oh no, he did. Yeah, he does use the B, not the random turtle shield. Until his B breaks, because yeah, then he swaps the turtle shield.
That really threw me for a curveball. What?
What did?
Sorry. So basically, I'm going to community college, but I got a bunch of money for a lot of reasons. Not even in scholarship, but just like a lot of what community college can give you. There's financial aid, there's COF, there's a bunch of things. There's grant money, what I got, because I'm not legally supposed to do it because he's not technically part of my life, but I used my dad's income instead. But I got a bunch of money left over, and I was like, I'm curious if I have that, and I checked, and I have $1,000 in my account randomly now.
Oh. I said I'm rich. I'm gonna be V now. Buy everyone everything.
No. But
No.
I am gonna buy. I'm gonna buy Payday 2 though.
Dun.
But also, I need to buy a skateboard.
And food.
Why would I buy food?
Oh, I thought you were like living alone.
No, I'm not. I still have a mother. Not
What's a
every
mother?
fatherless child has no parents. I will be right back though.
Okay.
Hiya, Khan already. Always happy to do business with a vault hunter. I disappear.
I ghost amidst combat. I move for the kill. That is some pretty fucking good damage. god, that does so much damage. I'm grabbing that. Oh, also I have a third slot now. I forgot about that.
Feeling overburdened by money? Goodbye, Bl2. If you shop anywhere else, I'll have you. Hey y'all, welcome to new and improved Catch a Ride. Now with 47% more than 26%. I disappear.
Okay, I'm back.
I love Borderlands 2 mechanics. I just killed Savage Lee when he was like 8,000 feet in the air.
Infinite height melee, or it's not infinite.
It is infinite.
Is it? I thought there was like eventually a limit to it.
Nope. But yeah, also, the main reason why I say just because you're struggling with Zero now doesn't mean like every character has like their struggle in the bottom three. It's just like, as you climb up, the less important that becomes. So Krieg's struggle is anything. Like he thrives in the OP levels because he gets like easy mode peak opener, which crushes. But once he gets to OP10, he is struggle bussing. Zero struggles to get to OP10 because of his just in general how his damage works. But then you get to OP10 and you're melting enemies like butter, and it feels great. And then Axton struggles against like every single raid boss, which especially for getting the peak opener is a problem.
Yeah, that is F-Con. I just feel like when it comes to what I see in Zero, because I believe
Also,
that,
Krieg
like,
also struggles huge against raid bosses, even worse than Axton. But
yeah,
Axton
I
doesn't
think when it
struggle
comes
against
to-
OP levels or anything, so that's why I say that.
Yeah, I think what it comes down to is like obviously there's the importance of every character, like healing, DPS, and I also feel like ammo capacity and variety, because you could do a lot of damage,
but you also get
All right,
fucked up.
here's the same argument for Krieg. Let's say Krieg holds about what? I think with a perfect blood, he gets like 1,600 shots with the peak opener. Using 4 ammo a shot, Krieg has 410 shots.
That
you
is
think that's
still-
enough to
that is
make
still
up for
quadruple than what fucking Zero has.
Zero with a perfect height of Terra has, or perfect blood of Terra has like 230 sniper ammo. That's
Okay, still then doubled of base, almost doubled. Of
that
what
is double. Krieg
Zero
can't
has.
use any other weapons. Zero can. It's not like he's not allowed to use non-snipers. Krieg, literally the peak opener is his only weapon.
But at least he has a good, like, it's not a lot of ammo, obviously, that's why he's fucking, in my opinion, number
Well,
like,
Zero
fifth,
has
'cause he gets fucking
Zero.
ammo.
Here's a ton of other cool, good weapons for Zero. You have the
But
Lady
you
Fist.
you
you have the
shitload
Orphan
of
Maker.
Critical Ascension, which is his best skill for his endgame, or one of his better skills for endgame, is Critical Ascension. You get over like 100 stacks or something, also nice. You get fucked instantly if you switch to another gun. A lot of his damage output leaves as soon as you use the other gun or hit and you lose your B.
But the thing
If you are
is
using
that
it at that point.
you're acting like he doesn't have a shit ton of damage in other places. Keep in mind, Orphan Maker is awesome with him. You have Headshot, Killer, One Shot, One Kill, Velocity if you want, Kill Confirmed. You have Ambush, Deathmark, Slag with Kunai, Two Fang, Rising Shot. And yeah, that's about it for damage, but still.
And
Like,
then melee, that
all
tree
of
is just
all
complete
of
ass.
all you invest in is getting Iron Hand, Grim, and follow through, which is also more gun damage. I was trying to find this. Yeah, more gun damage. You have a lot of gun damage. He, like, for example, Zero's really good with the Orphan Maker.
But
Like, that is
again,
probably his second best weapon next to any sniper.
you get fucked as if you have over, let's say, 100 stacks of Critical Ascension, 200 stacks of Critical
If
Ascension.
you run out of
with high
sniper
hit
ammo,
numbers,
whatever. But the thing is, if you have 100 stacks, you still have like 80 more shots to go, and you're one-shotting everything.
but you get fucked up hard as soon as your ammo drops. Because it's like, well, shit, now I gotta lose all my stacks. Like, Gage, who is very similar with her stacking, you can use whatever the fuck you want. Obviously, she has 5 guns that she's limited to.
Yeah,
and
like
she's limited to
I think
gun
Gage is
type.
a much better Zero. I've learned that over time, but
I feel like just everything
she's
that
like
Zero can
she's
do
like
puts the
Gage.
character better
Gage is
for it.
like Zero with shield survivability and more consistent damage output. But like the thing is, his damage output is still higher than Gage's. 100 stacks of Critical Ascension is, I'm not joking, like nearly 10 times more effective than Max Anarchy stacks. Because remember, you're shooting at the ground, that reduces your damage by 50%.
But also, you are reducing, like, you have only 200 shots of Critical Ascension. So unless you're consistently getting ammo for Critical Ascension, which there are times when you are, there are times when you aren't. There are times where you're just fighting animals.
That's the thing is,
and you have nothing for that shit.
that's the thing with the OP levels though. You get a ton of different ammo drops throughout it. You get like
but that's-
multiple chests, you get vendors, so now when you open the vendor, you'll instantly lose all your stacks, but
It's not even just OP levels. You just see a lot of this shit happen with Zero, where it's like, oh fuck. I'm
also
getting
there is a
low ammo,
glitch where you can
and
get
critical.
infinite Critical Ascension stacks to last forever.
That do be a glitch though.
You could run around with 999 Critical Ascension stacks, and every headshot you do 1,000,000% more damage.
But that do be a glitch again.
I know, I'm just saying.
Unless it's like Sal, because a lot of Sal.
The funny thing is there's a lot of infinite survivability glitches. There are not that many infinite damage glitches.
No, but there are, like, in the best characters there still are, like, Maya has one, Sal has one for existing. Gage has an infinite speed glitch, I don't think that's damage though.
No, the only characters who have infinite damage glitches, like infinite damage, are Maya and Zero.
Maya and Zero, yeah.
And Maya's takes forever. I mean, like, you will spend like 5 hours to one-shot a raid boss, and it will crash your game. Infinite Critical Ascension doesn't do that. It doesn't like crash your game.
But excluding glitches,
Infinite
there's
Blight
glitches
Phoenix
for
does.
everything that make characters better. Because if you're including glitches, Gage has the highest speed in the game, and that
No,
can push
Salvador
everyone.
does.
Salvador also does, yeah.
Rocket jumping.
Rocket jumping. But like.
And also
Gage
that's
has-
that can movement speed and movement are very different. Oh wait, why is that? Wait, why was that unkempt hair level 10? Wait, what? They can drop level 10? Is it
Yeah.
because? Oh, it was because the first time I entered this area, after completing the quest, I was level 10.
Yeah, you were. Okay.
That doesn't happen
That makes
usually.
sense.
Usually I enter this area at level 9.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't people enter it for level 9 because level 10 is just not worth.
I accidentally got it.
Well, you know.
Oh, I got
Little
level
extra
10
damage.
unkempt herald.
No matter how shit you think my take is, though, I met 2 people. They both had shitter takes than I did. They said Accident and Gage are the worst characters in the game.
Well, accent is just not true because he's just a better Krieg.
Mm-hmm.
Gage is not true because
She has.
it's Gage.
It's Gage. Yeah. I don't remember. But
She
I
has
just,
the
like,
most consistent mega high damage build in the game.
Yeah.
Like Anarchy, you may not like if you're not patient, you may not have it all the time, but it is damn consistent. It is
But also,
always
like,
there.
Anarchy is not that hard to stack. In
Yeah,
most
you just shoot at a
scenarios.
fucking barrel or whatever. You go to Hammerlock
shoot at a-
DLC, and there's a vendor right there and a thing to stack it for free.
Yeah, or if you know you're at Bloodwing and you just happen to lose all your Anarchy stacks, you can farm up Bloodwing.
Okay,
If
well
you
that's a
feel
very specific
soulless.
case scenario.
Obviously, but there's a lot of ways to stack Anarchy in that game. Even if you don't have like a super consistent way, you can
You
just straight
could
up go to
you
Sanctuary.
can literally no watch this. Boom, deploy vehicle. If I kill it, it gives a kill skill, which means that if I kill it,
It
it
would
also
give
gives me.
anarchy.
If I shoot it, it gives me anarchy.
Exactly.
There's
But
a
also
lot
you
of
could just-
places where you can spawn cars.
You can also just straight up go to Sanctuary and just head over to Marcus's area and just farm Anarchy forever there as well.
Yeah.
Like-
There's plenty of ways to farm anarchy. Like she's obviously not the worst character in the game. I think she's the
Mhm.
third best personally.
I agree, she's the third best.
I think she's a little nerfed, but the only like argument for her not being like you could bump her down a tier, say Accent is better, and I'd be like, you know what, fine, understandable. Accent has more consistent survivability, and also Gage. A lot of Gage's weapons like are hard to get.
Mhm.
That's the biggest advantage Accent has, where the peak opener not too difficult to get, and also
It's
getting
just that
fastball
Accent
is not
hard
hard
to get.
either. Unkempt Herald is really easy to get.
Speaking of which,
A lot of stuff. Yeah. It's
I don't know,
thrusting.
like, I can
Um,
definitely say, yeah, Axton might be better than Gage. I know Axton is very much like an all-around, just solid character.
Yeah,
You
he's
guys
definitely
struggle with
like
a lot of
he's
hard
a
stuff.
new player's friend. He's got a lot of things on. Dude, these enemies are just like exploding.
Yeah, like, he's definitely a good middle-of-the-road character, and I think that's what leads him to be fourth, because all the characters above him have something that they just do extremely well, or a bunch of things they do extremely well. Maya has shit ton of healing and a shit ton of damage. Gage has a lot of damage.
I wouldn't really
And one of the most
describe it as a
consistent
shit
damage.
ton of damage. She's
But a lot.
more of she has really consistent like good damage because she can just be hawk and she has easy slag and a bunch of fire rate and damage skills. She's
Yeah.
not crazy
And then-
damage. That's like the opposite. Maya's like the anti-Krieg.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah,
no,
she
she's
has a
the
lot of-
anti-zero, where she doesn't have like infinite damage, but she has good survivability, good ammo control, good weapon variety, like the opposite of zero.
Yeah. But then you have Sal, who is just can run three.
You don't
guns
even
and
need to
be
talk
fast.
about Salvador.
Yeah, and then Gage obviously has one of
Bro
the
is
most
dick
consistent
wielding.
damages through. Dude, please, Borderlands 4, bring back Salvador and give him cock a gun.
Cockzerk.
Cockzerker.
He's holding 3 guns on with his cock. Also, he said Borderlands 3, not 4.
I said I meant 4.
I know, but it's
I
kind
thought I
of
said
funny.
4.
No, you said Borderlands 3, bring back Cockzerk.
I think I said 3, and then I was like, wait, no. Borderlands 4 needs to have it.
Nah, new DLC coming out, Cockzerker.
Cockzerker, let's go.
Every single alive Borderlands 2 character, except they use their cocks for weapons. Wait, I got a purple? It's doll barrel. Jacob's grip. But I mean, it is a It's a Jacob's pistol. If only I could like actually use it. Well, I mean, it would be better for me than the Unkempt Herald, but the Unkempt Herald is such a good second wind gun.
Yeah, it definitely is.
I don't know. I mean, like I wish I could use that.
Sticking with the unkempt though.
Yeah, I mean, like, this would be nice to use. Also, a drop from Lee, which is really rare, but there's no real point.
Yeah, Herald is better. No, I've been trying on the Borderlands Discord server a little bit lately, just for why not, like shits and giggles. You meet some weird fucking people in that game, or in that server sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, obviously I met the people who had the
I
bad
think
takes of saying.
It's just
accident death.
RPGs in general, like, because
Yeah,
people play it their own ways, and yeah. Also, like, considering this game can be played single player, it's like,
yeah. But like, I met some dude who was modding the game in Borderlands 3, trying to make it hard. And I was like, why are you trying to make Borderlands 3 a hard game? And he's like, because I need a challenge. And I'm like, okay.
play Borderlands 2.
Exactly, I said play Borderlands 2. He's like, nah. And I was like, he was like, game 2. He's like, then go one life. He goes, nah. I'm like, great. Sounds good. Have fun on Borderlands 3. And then he went to Borderlands 2. And he added a mod that makes, enemies do more damage, have more health, have more shield.
Why? That's just OP levels.
Yeah, and I went, hey, there's a thing in the game already called OP. Nope, I want the game to be hard on OP levels. Like, there's a thing, P10 makes the game pretty damn hard. And he goes, you know what? That's not fun, you know? I'm not talking about OP levels. I'm like, what the fuck then?
But that's exactly what OP levels does. It just gives your enemies, like, scaling that's more in their favor.
They give, like, shitload more scaling, and, like...
That's exactly what the mod he's getting is trying to do.
Yeah, and he's like, I want it from the beginning, though. And I'm like, why, though? Like, that's not how you have a fun game. That's just how you want to fucking die after you get to, like, Bloodshot.
I mean, if you want it from the beginning, just don't be over leveled.
Yeah. Like, there's a lot of ways to...
That's the way One Life's exploit normal and TVHM to make them much more consistent and easier, is they just be over leveled. How much better is that? Is it worth the ammo efficiency? It is.
But it was just such a fucking stupid argument, because I was like, you can go mod the game, you have fun with that.
Same parts
But,
too. This is literally the
oh,
exact same shotgun, just different barrel and no prefix. But it does more damage.
That's good.
And it's more ammo efficient, so yeah. New Hyperion shoddy.
Also, when I was farming Lyuda, he told me that I should just mod it in, or increase the amount of gettles that spawn in the game, and I said, why though? And he said to make it not hard. And I was like,
What?
man, you're such a little bitch.
Yeah, this is the type of people you deal with. They're like, I want to make the game harder and I want to make farming easier, and I'm like, bro, what?
Yeah. Well, the only thing I was doing to make the farm easier
Just
after I got my...
there.
Yeah, I was just spawning there. The only reason I was spawning there, too, is because I knew I wasn't gonna fucking struggle getting past the spider ants.
Yeah.
And also, like, I already have to wait
Well,
for
also,
gettles
if
to
you
just
come
jump
if you
over.
come out of the friendship gulag, you encounter 0 enemies along the way there.
Yeah. So it's like, whatever. And also, I'm gonna have to run back there eventually to get ammo if I get unlucky shots or anything.
You can also just go into the friendship gulag and buy ammo there.
Yeah. And it was like, I was just spawning there and using the mod just because I was like, you know, I'm not gonna run there. I was farming spider ants, so I was obviously running through that area a couple of times
Yeah.
to try to get tubbies. But I was like, dude, are you fucking stupid? And he's like, you're making the game easier on yourself. And I was like, I'm making the game less time consuming.
That doesn't
It's
doesn't make it easier. Makes
Yeah, no,
less
I don't-
time consuming.
Like,
Spawning
I'm still-
spawning like a billion of the bosses is just like, what does that
just not-
change?
Yeah, I was like, I have to
all
deal
that
with
you
5
do
gettles.
is you make it so you don't have to drive there. It doesn't make it easier.
Yeah. Well, also I was thinking, like, I didn't bring it up, but I was thinking, like, I'm playing a character, because he knew I was also playing Zero. I was like, I'm playing a character who doesn't do super great with mobbing sometimes. And also the fact that I need to consistently using kunais for this, because I was doing, just kunai for slag, and then I was using either Pimpernel or Lyuda, whatever I felt like using, because they were still both kind of shredding him. with B, so I was like, I'll just do this, whatever. And it was like, that's really hard to do when there's 5 Mobleys and 5 Gettles.
Yeah.
It just makes it more annoying. So it was kind of stupid.
I don't know. Some people mod the game just because they can. Like, I have like a decent amount of mods, but like, for this one life, I can only run 3 because none of them provide gameplay advantages.
Yeah.
Quick save quit. I'm forgetting the other 2. Part notifier, so I can achieve shields and relics consistently, and then forgot what the last one was again. Oh yeah, the dialogue skipper.
Oh yeah. But those all just make the game, like, faster. They don't make, or they just make a lot of your life easier. They don't make the game easier itself.
Yeah, because I don't have to go to Gibbed and check what grade a relic is, or remember the numbers.
You can just check.
Same
Yeah,
thing for
specifically
shields.
relics. For relics and shields, it's just a fucking shit show. And then with the save quitter, it's just easier to press 1 button than press 3.
And that is a better sniper.
And then let's go.
Okay.
What do you get for lunch?
We got noodles and company.
Oh, hell yeah.
Alright.
Got your noodles?
Yep.
Nice. Dude, there's this fucking quiz, and it's such a pain in the ass because she gave us the study guide, but the study guide is just the answers. But the answers she gave us in class are not fucking correct, apparently.
Hmm.
So I have to go through the entire textbook to find this shit.
Google.
I might. Well, the problem is. Fuck it, I'm just gonna take the exam and do whatever. I need to look up one term though, because I don't remember what it was. Hold up. I don't remember what a Naleo fucking shit.
The way I think about it, I mean,
Neolithic and Paleolithic.
Neolithic is like before, the Stone Age. Paleolithic is like after. Basically, the difference is between, like, the moment you see that people stop becoming sedentary is the moment they go from one to another. So basically, they find a consistent food source.
The Paleolithic
Like
is
farming
like
or-
agricultural.
Uh-huh.
And Neolithic is more hunter-gatherer.
Uh-huh.
Sick.
Yeah, so basically, the moment people learn how to hoard animals and crops, they go from one to the other. Deepa.
Okay.
Or level 10.
Are you taking it?
Nope. I'm farming for
No.
XP.
Okay.
And I don't want a depot, that's a lot of ammo.
That is a lot of ammo, yeah. Okay, so Neolithic is agriculture. That's all I needed to know because we have. I also need to look up a couple other terms, but I'll just do that with the study guide. And also the test, because I have an hour and I already have half of it.
I could also just, like, on the spot tell you. Oh, wait, do you have to take the test in person?
Nope.
Oh.
It is an online exam, so I will, if I'm getting stuck, I will give you basically what it is. I just have to be careful about using Google if I will use Google, because she will know, apparently.
What if you just, like, use it on your phone?
Well, no, she won't know in the sense of she can see my screen. She'll know in the sense of that if it's...
She'll what?
She'll just probably look up my in. So I have to basically word it very carefully. If it's not multiple, but I think most of it. Fuck, is this the right one? Yeah, it is. 28 questions, okay. With the events.
I mean, if it's non-multiple choice, you can just word it the way I did, because I didn't give you, like, a textbook definition, I just gave you, like, a simple one.
Yeah. Humans enter into Americas, humans out of Africa.
Bering Strait.
The first thing is the last one. Yeah, I'm not too worried about the exam because most of it's not that bad. Cave art in Europe is... Fuck, dude. Two. Four. Seven. Abandonment in the Indus Valley was 8. Beginning of Chinese civilization. 6. 6. 5. Egypt Empire was 9. 1. 2. Okay, that's good. Okay. Indonesia was the Philippines. 2.
What class is this?
It's world history, entropy, through the 1500s. So it's everything before the
BCU?
1500s. It's everything before the 1500s in general. So BCE.
And are you doing, like, a test on, like, what?
It's Mesopotamian, like, first civilizations. But like I said, it's really stupid because we basically went over everything in class.
Well, I also know a lot about Mesopotamia and the ancient civilizations, so you'll be fine.
Yeah. It's kind of fucking stupid, though, because we went through it in class, but she told us on Wednesday that we have an exam, but the problem was that every answer that she gave us in class is...
Well, you have a secondary source of information to help you, so you'll be fine.
Exactly, and that's why I'm gonna probably pass this test.
What I'm saying is you have me.
Yes.
So we're thinking, well, if it's before wait, what's like the time frame for this? Before 1500 BC?
Right now we're through 100,000 to 900. 900 not BCE. So not like...
Oh, 900. Okay, well, if we're looking at that, that means we have New, Middle, and Old War Egypt to look at. That's way past the Sumers. We got all of the different Egypt groups. So all like
Sumers are in there as well, by the way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's way after, but I'm saying they're there.
Yeah.
What's it? Yeah, you've got fuck. First European settlers. We have first American settlers, which are locked there now.
They're locked there. Okay.
And people are in fucking the Philippines.
Yep, Philippines is okay. What's that? Indus Valley is Arapa. China had Macau. Sumer had Okay, that was good. Okay. Which of the following describes the feature of a pastoral society?
What are the answers?
Village base, horticulture, oppression of women,
Not-
intensification of land use, and the cold weather killed off most large mammals have preyed on early human beings.
Is there anything about farming or cattle?
It doesn't look like it.
Wait, really? What about Christianity?
So it's village-based horticulture, horticulture. What I think
Mhm.
might be right because horticulture is the art practice. Oh, I think it's just this first one because it's horticulture is all just the art of
Yeah.
culture. Also, wait, what the fuck? Okay. Which of the following likely led to the emergence of patriarchy in the first civilizations? Increased house, participation of women, animal-drawn, plow-based agriculture, decline in birth rates that accompanied civilizations, and emergence of large-scale. Which was led to the emergence of patriarchy?
Well, once we moved from hunter gatherers to like fucking being like locked down in one place, men were like women did discover crops, but still men, because of their increased strength, were better at planting them, as well as like building homes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So any like answers relating to that?
Yeah,
'Cause,
women
like,
definitely.
for example, like architecture, like yes, women could build houses, but men could do it faster because it's like carrying and stuff and whatnot. So, or like that specific would be like a good example because yeah,
Yeah,
we're like living in two homes and they're seasonal.
Yeah. Question was basically asking what started the patriarchy of first civilization. I just said participating in animal-drawn and plow-based agriculture because I know they were kind of a big role in doing a lot of that type of stuff early on. When it came to like, they were mostly stayed at home doing that type of stuff, but also it could just be women.
Well,
having more an
also
outside life.
because of the emergence of the new culture,
Mhm.
job specialization starts happening, and like jobs like pottery, which you're not gonna see a man doing pottery, but we do need pottery.
We're gonna see women start doing that.
Yeah.
So maybe it's increased role of women outside the home. Because I feel like that's more broad in saying, hey, women are supposed to do this. And they were.
I could definitely see that because like.
Yeah.
What were the two options you're debating?
It was increased role of women outside the home and participation of women in animal plow-based agriculture. The other two don't make sense. It's decline in birth rates that accompany civilization. Professionally, is not the case yet.
I don't know. Whatever answer you want to go with, I'm 50-50 between those two.
Yeah, I just went with women having more outside roles. Which of the following shows the relationship between religion and government in the first civilization? Hammurabi claimed that his law code was inspired by Marduk, the chief god of Babylonian. Farmers were required to turn over a portion of their crops to support the city dwellers. The Hebrew scriptures attributed the act of creation to a single male deity, and the demotion of the goddess resulted from the extension of the power of creation and fertility to make gods.
I don't know if one is true, but if one is true, it is definitely that.
Oh, Hammurabi?
Hold on. I'll just look it up. What were Hammurabi's law codes inspired by? Because they are very class driven, which could explain why.
Yeah.
What led to it? To better administrate his kingdom. I don't know if it was specifically religion based. Yeah, no, it doesn't say anything about it being religious based, so I don't think one is true.
No. Yeah, it's just saying that he wanted to basically.
All it says he wanted to better organize his like kingdom, not specifically catered to like a god.
So probably the Hebrew scriptures.
Yeah, the
'cause
Hebrews
the
are bigger into gods, so.
Yeah, because the other ones are like, oh, because it shows the relationship between and not against, or I guess it could mean against, but the others are like farmers required to basically turn over crops for city, and then the other one was like, oh yeah, they just basically deities out of it. Which of the following contributed to declining power of Egyptian pharaohs by 2400 BCE? Pharaohs adapted a policy of seclusion.
Nope.
Egypt was defeated in a series of wars, was invaded by the
Kinda.
East. Yeah. Local officials and nobles assumed greater authority.
Nope.
Rivalry over land and water created a number of warring city-states.
Kind of. None of those
Well,
are the answer. I would have talked about mainly just because of I forgot what they're called, but the pharaohs basically had a person under them that literally just did their job for them, and most of them went, "Why do we even need the pharaoh? I want a tomb," and then just kind of took over.
Oh, couldn't that be local officials and nobles assumed greater power, authority, or greater authority? Because that's people saying, "Why the hell do we need a pharaoh if you're not doing?"
Well, it's not necessarily them going, "Why the hell do we need a pharaoh?" But it was more of there was basically someone else that acted as the pharaoh, and they're just like, "I could do that."
Yeah, they were invaded, but they weren't. I don't think that was a heavy downfall. Like obviously it was eventually, but yeah. I don't know. I'll say local.
There is
officials.
like the chaos ages in between, but
Which of the following were first domesticated in the Fertile Crescent? Wild barley and wheat, rice and millet, millet and sorghum, and maize and beans.
maize and that's Western Hemisphere, so
Yeah. Wasn't rice a big part in the? Because it's asking about the first.
I have no idea, to be honest. I haven't learned this. All I know is that women were the first to find crops, and that was about it.
Yeah.
I don't know the specific kind of crop.
Which of the following were first domesticated in the Americans? Just maize? Was it maize? It was maize, right?
I know that those are significantly important. I don't know if they were the first.
Wait, I don't think it is maize because it says maize, potatoes, and right.
Well, those do all serve importance. I don't think they would be the first, because
Yeah.
eventually that becomes like essentially like what all of South America is growing, because it has a perfect crop cycle, which also makes me think that they're not the first to be domesticated, because they have a perfect crop cycle that allows you to take those, grow one, grow the next one, and then grow the next one, and your soil stays very, very fertile while doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, they're important. I don't think they're the first.
No. I don't know. I feel like the answer of guinea pig might be incorrect. Specific.
Guinea pig. Yeah, they were like, ooh, guinea pig.
Ooh, small little rodent. I don't know. Wheat, barley, and horses might be right.
I could definitely see horses. Horses are very important in the early days.
Yeah. Rice and millet and chicken.
But do they know how to mill wheat? That's
I
also
feel
a
like at that
thing. That's
point
not just
they
like a straight
would.
crop that you can just eat.
Yeah,
No.
they'd have to mill it. But also, they could use the wheat for the horses.
That too.
I don't know. The others just seem really weird because it's like barley and horses with shortgun, banana, and cattle seem a little weird. I feel like banana.
Also, bananas would be very seedy to grow.
Yeah. Rice, millet, and chickens. That could be. Still seems weird.
A chickens does make a lot of sense though.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe just.
We're going with the horses.
And it's not just because you're hungry.
You know, I wasn't thinking about that, but now horse is definitely my answer. I don't know. I feel like horses were just used a shitload
Oh, it
more
was
than chickens.
corn
You
and
don't hear about
maize.
chickens.
No, never mind. I looked it up. It's corn and maize. I'm surprised they figured that out really quickly.
So, but maize, potatoes, and guinea pigs seems fucking wrong as
But maize was the first thing domesticated.
Was it in like the Fertile Crescent or just the Americans?
Oh, not for the Fertile Crescent. I'm talking about the Americas. I thought you said one was the Americas.
Well, I'm on the Americas, but
For the Americas,
one...
it's maize.
Hold up, I need to find the Americans in my textbook.
Yeah, I looked it up. For the Americas, it's maize. 10,000 BC.
What the fuck? That seems. Hold up, I gotta figure this out.
Because maize, beans, and wheat have like a very good cooking thing, which is why I didn't think it was that, because the fact that they would just strike gold and get it right the first time would be a little odd, but it looks like they did. They got a really good crop cycle on their first attempt.
I just want to find the Americas, because...
To be fair, most societies do have to get lucky in order to be able to start up.
Yeah.
Egypt built around an extremely fertile part of Africa, and lo and behold, it goes up to like a population of like 3 million, which for back then is insane.
Why do people in some trade with this distinct regions such as Lebanon, Turkey, and Iran?
Because they were accessible by river.
Yeah,
that's like the specific reason.
It's not a reason on here, but that's definitely the fucking reason.
Oh.
Sumerians needed to trade food for. Oh, it's like why did they? But yeah, again, it's fucking.
But no, like, but the actual reason is because they were the only places that could access each other by river.
Yeah. The answers are they needed food to support their growing population. They lacked natural resources apart from oil, mud, and water.
Maybe. Natural resources doesn't even seem like a debate, right? Until like later.
Yeah. They wanted to cement political alliance by tying the potential enemies to mutual trade, and religion required sending missionaries to foreign lands. No. Yeah, it's just
missionaries until later. Maybe
Yeah,
lacked the
that
natural resources. Yeah.
would make sense, yeah. Because where is Sumerian even located? That was like Egypt, not Egypt.
Egypt has a
Fuck.
lot of gold. Well, I think modern day Egypt has a lot of gold.
Yeah, I need to figure out where Sumerian was because I feel like that would make sense if I'm trying to think of the right place because they kind of got fucked over.
Because I don't even know if Egypt has like. Well, we don't need oil, but it wouldn't have metals. That's the thing.
Yeah. Well, Sumerian was
In
based
Egypt,
off. Or,
we do end up finding like iron in like the caskets of pharaohs, which does mean that they either needed to find it themselves or trade for it.
yeah. And looking at a map, Sumar. It was in Mesopotamia, but it was like right above. Oh, I think the complete Egypt is way farther than I thought. Yeah. No, they were on the opposite side of the Arabian Desert from Egypt, so they kind of got fucked up in location. It looks like, yeah, that would mostly just and stuff. But they don't have easy access to a river either. Weird.
Egypt
What's
definitely
next?
does.
Egypt does, yeah, but that's on the other side of an, which is massive. Yes, what suggests to scientists that Harappan said it's civil? Jesus Christ! What suggests to scientists that Harappan was centralized and structured? Written language used to provide culture throughout the Indus Valley. The royal palace was. They didn't have. They probably did, but no. Regional uniformity and urban planning. Standardized weights and measures. Royal tombs contained fresco and what the fuck? Okay, well it's just I'm getting suspicious because all the good answers.
Probably the royal tombs, because the fact that they even have royal tombs usually implies some form of hierarchical structure.
Yeah.
But also, written dialect can also be up there very easily too.
Yes, I'm thinking because a lot of what
Because
made
anything that
civilizations-
you don't need to communicate through just straight language that you need to have written down usually implies some form of structure.
Yeah.
Like you can see that especially well with the law codes. Like the fact that their society was structured enough that they needed to write down laws really like emphasizes how like structured
Yeah.
early Egypt was.
The royal palace. No, it's not in here. Religion, uniformity, and urban planning. Or regional, sorry, not. Yeah, I feel like it has to be the writing because anything where it's like, hey, we can actually do that shit would be really important to them. Which factor contributed to agricultural revolution? A need for additional decline in population.
Whatever the main reason why is because it was just an easier food source. So
yeah,
if there's anything that's like that,
yeah,
or is a consistent food source, less easier.
Which of the following is used as evidence that the earliest humans first emerged in Africa? Processing and domestication of plants, cave paintings, or shrine-like buildings?
Wait, what was the question?
Which of the following is used as evidence for the earliest humans to emerge from Africa?
Your mic's cutting out.
Which of the following is used as evidence that the earliest humans first emerged from Africa?
And your mic cut out again, but...
Kill me.
The first humans from Africa, what are the answers? I mean, you could just carbon date the bodies, but anyway.
Yeah. Well, it's processing of orchard, domestication of plants, cave paintings, and shrine-like buildings.
Well, they weren't... Actually, no, Africa was the first to domesticate plants, but that's not why. Probably maybe cave paintings? Because they could, like, find other potential animals from that time frame.
Mm-hmm. But also, like, there were orchards, what, in, like, 300,000?
That, too. Maybe it's that.
Yeah, because that's kind of what it was. Because domesticated plants, like, domestication...
That happened in, like, Egypt and the Fertile Crescent, so...
Yeah. Cave paintings, I feel like that was just, like... You can find this shit anywhere, but I guess also like dating it. Shrine-like buildings. I don't think they were of that type of stuff back then.
This is when we're walking around. We're not even fucking making buildings.
We don't even know what a building is. So yeah, I think it's just.
I mean, I might put a little mud above myself so that I'm not as hot at night, but.
Yeah. Hey, look, we found a cave. Let's go chill here. Yeah, it's the works probably.
I'm getting all the class mods.
Hey.
I got a stalker, sniper, and killer.
Oh, nice. How many more questions? Jesus Christ, there's so many questions.
Alright, killer. I'm back in Sanctuary.
There's over 28 questions. Jesus. Okay. Well, you know, it's whatever. My question 13. And I have 50 minutes left. Cool. What does the widespread use of Venice to archaeologists and historians?
When confused, mic doesn't cut out for 2 seconds.
I'm gonna kill myself.
And I do a skip in the dance.
What does the widespread use of Venus figurines in Paleolithic culture suggest to archaeologists and historians? That these studies placed a high value on. That they had no male deity, women ruled in these societies. And I don't know, they placed high in female fertility, I guess, because that makes sense.
I've got. Hey, Vault Hunter! If you're gonna be a. Now, haha, fire and flash. This Hyperion faction thinks he's safe because he's got a ship. Take that, Jack
Hello, Scooter. Since you're a freeloading piece of crap, I sold your stuff to the black market.
What was the Clovis culture?
The who?
The Clovis culture. Looks like it was for large animals. In 2001, archaeologists discovered a new urban center dating back to 2600 BCE, joining Egypt and Where is Carol located?
Want to break some stuff? Ever faked your own death? Tricky stuff.
Did it a couple years back to throw Hyperion off my trail, but apparently some bandit's been spying on me. He's gonna tell Hyperion what he knows, unless you take him out first.
Your eyes deceive you.
Fictional affluent society because their work.
Check it out.
Which of the following cultures is considered the original affluent society? Because work to sustain their work to susten the most leisurely time.
Find those echoes, killer. If
It's a weird fucking question.
working with the Crimson Raiders, it could be New Haven all over again.
It's agriculture because they did the fight. Oh.
I like this place. Hyperion shouldn't be able to find you.
Provide a definition in form including who, what, when, where, what happened, and why is important in history. Secondary product revolution.
Cozy? Kinda like our place in New Haven before,
Yeah, I'm going now.
Suave, Lilith.
So what's the emergency?
going.
I was out hunting and
Level
found someone
13.
at Iridium
Let's go.
Smith, and one of those weird worshiper guys sees me, and I chase him down and grab him, and he just
The real question is, how's the second life going?
awesome.
True.
It's because of the vault
What the
I'm
fuck is
in.
secondary
It's
products
super
revolution?
low, but this Iridium stuff is the tits.
You look really pale.
Yeah, I passed out a few times, but this could be huge.
Okay, but why not just send an echo? Why call me out here and increase the risk of Hyperion finding out you're still working with the Crimson Raiders?
Because he... How are you doing?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave now.
Okay. Jack just left him for dead in the snow, evidently. The Raiders could use the
Bruh.
help. You should track them down.
Another Vault Hunter, huh?
Impact
I'll see if I can
Grenadier.
contact him by echo on my way back to Sanctuary.
If only I was a Axton, that would actually be really good.
I just got here.
I'm a little busy waging a one-woman war on every bandit in the tundra.
Lock and load.
They got this Lapushka.
Enjoy your new instrument of
Yes, yes.
Happy to do business with the Vault Hunter.
Always happy doing business with the Vault Hunter.
Thanks. The less Hyperion knows about me, the better. You didn't, listen to those echoes, right?
Guns, glorious guns.
Your eyes deceive you. An illusion fools you all. I move for the kill.
Welcome to Dr. Zed's Portable Clinic. What can I get for you? Haven't found anything good? My weapon machines will fix that for you.
Boom, Ellie. Hottest character in the game.
Oh, oh. Are you for real right now?
I am for real. What is going on with her head?
So, someone in the chat just went, Zero doesn't have to use snipers though. I don't know when that was, but
Welcome to Dr. Zed's portable clinic. What can I get for you?
You have to blow up some bandit cars and grab their crap from the wreckage. And don't pay them any mind if they start calling you names. Just makes killing them that much more fun. That's one part down. Oh, by the way, I got my catch a ride station up and running again. Just haul your fine self to my garage if you're needing a car. Just finished prepping my truck for those bandit parts. Just get a few more and we'll be good to go. Keep it up! You're just a few more charred bandits from having a ride that'll fool those bloodshots. Almost got a bandit car? Roland can handle whatever the bloodshots dish out, but I generally don't like letting him get tortured any longer than I have to. You got the
This computer's catch a ride. Good. Here's the badge.
stop getting the catch a ride system. Groovy! Now you construct one of and tell Scooter to stop. Now that looks like the car of a psycho murderer.
We've been tricked!
Flavor me fancy, but you put the pants
We
in
got an
fancy.
intruder!
See,
Get him,
thinking my
Bl2!
hands burn.
Imagine if Zero had a melee build because he, or a grenade build because he got grenade bonus damage and fade away.
It'd be
You just
crazy.
fade away and just spam nades.
Imagine if Zero had a melee build that was viable past like VHM.
Honestly, PVHM.
Yeah, true. Like, it's sad how there are two characters with melee builds, but both of them just kind of suck.
Well, one needs a perfect shield and still is worse than the other, and one needs slag.
Like, I feel like I get why they can't make melee too much like a crazy build, but I wish they could still like make melee a fun thing in this game where it was
Make
genuinely
melee
viable.
good again.
Make melee viable. That's all.
No, we need to make melee good again.
Because, like, I liked how it obviously wasn't great, but Tina's had, like, a really nice melee system with where you had different melee weapons.
That doesn't really make sense in Borderlands, though, because it's kind of a game about guns.
But, like, having melee weapons and more of a melee variety made it more fun to use melee.
Your eyes deceive you. An illusion fools you all. I move for the kill.
Pretty good shotgun.
I enjoy that. Maybe I'll use you to blow a midget's head off. Or maybe I won't.
Pretty good. Second win weapon. Zero just gave a pretty mid haiku.
What was this haiku? I wasn't paying attention.
Maybe I'll use you to blow a midget's head off, or maybe I won't.
Oh, not good haiku.
Ever since I learned about that, farming bed mods become much easier. Picking up the grenade class mods to get your grenades back.
That makes it so much nicer.
So you have to go back and farm as many
And at this point when you don't really have what's the word? SDUs, it's nice.
Also, like, whenever you run out of grenades, you usually have to go back and open the chests for some.
But this, you just keep running. Because you're already running back here. You're already running over here for uranium and shit. And to see if one of the midgets is dropped to fucking legendary.
It's only happened to me once.
Holy shit, I'm on.
Your
Fuck.
meow right now would sound like music to me. Please come home, 'cause I miss you, Gary.
I went into a boba shop and they were playing that one day.
Really?
Yep. It was at a mall as well, so it was like an open boba shop. Like there was no walls to it. It was just like in the mall. It was really funny.
Lots of better stalker. With the matching grip. Dude, don't you know I was blind? I'll do anything to change your mind. Damn, that slaps. Of course, it's gonna be replaced soon by the Orphan Maker, but... Die. Oh my god, I meleeed one of the loot midgets, or one of the midgets on the shield to death. They gave 5 iridium.
Hey.
Like, not even a single 4 chunk. There's an extra piece that he dropped too. Better sniper. Sniper. As I need to beat down, I said sniper.
To what extent did civilization represent progress in comparison with earlier Paleolithic and Neolithic societies?
Wiener.
True.
Incoming badass.
Where's the history of glizzies?
Where's the history of being how hungry?
Weaknesses now known.
The hungriness history. Midget. Die, die, die. A gub with the matching grip. And then it was accuracy or double.
Oh.
The true world revealed. Weaknesses now known to me. Time to go to work.
I'm so dumb. I actually did that. Well. Stream Jover. I fucking
Oh, did you die?
myself.
Oh. R.I.P. Zero.
It could have been worse. Fucking Dark Smoke fastballed himself in OP levels against the last Centurion.
Yeah,
in, like,
that would have
OP7.
sucked, yeah.
I was just being dumb with bad ma. End stream.